Hi everyone. In this episode, you're going to learn how to make a unique breakfast item, Syrniki or cheese pancakes, all the way from Moldova. Welcome to Rhonda's Kitchen. This is your resource for healthy alternatives to classic recipes. I'm your host, Rhonda Amoroso. I'm a published cookbook and novel author, paper crafter, and creativity consultant. I discovered these Russian cheese pancakes, or Syrniki, when I was in Moldova 2 years ago, and it was my favorite food while I was there. More about that in a minute. First, thank you for tuning in today. If you enjoy this content, please click the subscribe button so you're alerted when my next video is released. This recipe is traditionally Russian, but it's a staple in Moldova and other nearby Eastern European countries. As you know, when you travel to different places, you stumble upon foods that are not common here in the US. Here are the ingredients that you'll need for the Syrniki. The measurements are in the description below. Okay, in a large bowl, we'll prepare our batter. So the first thing we do is crumble the farmer cheese that I have here into pieces. It may take a little bit of time, but just crumble it. Now, when I first started making this recipe, I had trouble finding farmer cheese. I had to hunt around. But now I'm happy to say that my local grocer is carrying it, so I'm pretty happy about that. So after we have the farmer cheese crumbled down, we'll add our 2 eggs. And we're going to mix this well. You get a good workout here. So when you bake and when you cook, you're using some of those muscles, so it's all good, right? All right, once this is mixed sufficiently, I hope you can see it. I'll tilt it a little bit. It's starting to come together. The eggs are nicely mixed in. And we will then go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. All right, that's pretty good. I will get my wooden spoon, though, in a minute. So we're going to add the flour, 1/2 cup flour, the sugar. Just regular old granulated sugar works, and your salt. Okay, we got our wooden spoon now. We're going to finish mixing this. As you can see, it's not like a traditional pancake batter. It's not loose and liquidy. It's pretty thick, almost kind of looks like not quite a dough for bread, but it's sticky. All right, you'll need a small bowl, or what I'm using is a flat tray, and I've added the 1/3 cup flour, and this we will use to dredge the pancakes. So next I take my handy dandy 1/4 cup scoop. This is actually, I guess, an ice cream scoop. Get about that much and pull it out of here, if we can here. And you're just going to go ahead and dredge it in the flour until you can kind of work with it. And you flatten it out with your hands like this. So this is about the size you want. This works for me. This is good. And then we're just going to place it down on our tray to set while we do the rest of these. And again, I'm using a 1/4 cup scoop. If you don't have one, I suggest you get one. They work really nice. They're not expensive. And here it goes, another one. And just so you're going to flatten it down. And I actually have floured my hands a little bit just so the stuff doesn't stick, because, as I said, it's very sticky. Okay, this batch we made about 15 or 16. And now we're going to move over to the stove and fry them. Okay, here we are at the stove. I've got a large skillet. I've added 3 to 4 tablespoons of avocado oil. You can use another oil if you like. And once this is heated up, we're at medium heat. We're going to take our spatula and place in the pancake. This is the easiest way. You can try with your hands. It's very sticky. I'm going to put probably 5 in here at a time. Obviously, will depend on the size of your pan. As I said, these are very sticky, so that's what we have the extra flour for. It does help. And once they're on here, in a minute, I'm going to flatten them out. And they will take Oh, a minute or two, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. You're just really going to depend on how high your heat is and your pan. So keep an eye and watch, and the best way after you're ready is just to look under and see if they're starting to turn brown. And once they do, we'll flip them over. Okay, we're gonna show you what it looks like. This is sort of what it looks like on the back. I think this looks good. So what we'll do is we'll put these on a paper towel. You don't want to burn it, so you're gonna have to keep an eye. We're ready to serve and eat our Syrniki or cheese pancakes. And you can see I have one here. And the way I serve them is I use confectioner's sugar, 10X. I have a few here. I'll show you. We made about 15, 16. And I might have to sample this, as I always do on my videos. I just wanted to give you an idea what it looks like inside. It looks sort of like a traditional pancake, but the cheese, or as we say, brinza in Romanian, has a just really wonderful flavor. And you can add syrup or other condiments on top of these, but this is my favorite way to eat them. Now, if you're wondering where Moldova is, it borders Ukraine and Romania, and it's the smallest country in Eastern Europe. We met such wonderful people there, and I want to say hi to everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Even though I'm not an expert, I've learned how to make these, and I absolutely love them. Anyway, I want to thank you for tuning in today. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and wait for the next one to come out. And as we say, mangia tutti and ciao.